oftentimes we don't spend enough time nurturing the relationships that we're entering into to make sure that they grow, they blossom, and they have the right intention and action from all the parties involved so that it becomes fruitful. So one of the biggest poisons that happen in partnerships are that we put together people that have two similar personalities, two similar drives, two similar work ethics, two similar things they're interested in. For instance, if you've got one person who's like a butterfly, a networker, getting out there and making relationships and stirring up action and stirring up activity, guess what happens? Nothing. All you do is get all this activity, you get all this uncovering, all this undusting, all this momentum that doesn't get any follow through because people like you don't sit down at the desk well. First things first, know that your counterpart has qualities that you don't possess, right? You have to match with people that are unlike you. The problem that we have in partnerships oftentimes is we bring into businesses with us our friends. And when you bring your friends in, the reason you're friends with people is because you're probably similar, because you guys share interests, because you guys share energy, because you guys share, like interests with respect to things you like to do out in the world. And because of that, it makes it easy to be friends, but it's going to be very difficult to be business partners. So having very different personality types is one of the keys to a successful partnership. The second thing is honest communication. So here's something that I've learned in partnerships, especially for me and the ones that I've lost, right? And the ones that I've lost, I was, and I'm just going to be super transparent, right? Because the partnership is over. I've learned from it, and I grew. But if there was an opportunity in my partnerships that failed, if there was an opportunity where I felt, hey, I could do this one by myself, right? Oh, I don't need this person for this because I have all the pieces I need to do this. So I'm just going to do this one by myself. And I would do that. Okay. And then that person would be like, hey, I could just do this one by myself. And then all of a sudden you got people just doing stuff on their own. It's not really a partnership anymore because you're like, hey, I'm only leveraging you when I really need you versus when I think I don't need you. And so what ends up happening is that there's not honesty. There's not like congruency of intention that, hey, we're in this boat together. Is that just being understanding that when you're in a partnership with people, that you're in a partnership, you're sharing everything, right? The third thing that I would say that is super important is your intentions. Your, like, what you truly feel. Oftentimes what we do as people is we share what we want to share. So we say to people, this, and this, and we hold back that, and that. Now, this thing that we're holding back because we don't want to lose a benefit, right? Not being fully transparent. You're not giving all your full intentions. You're not telling exactly what you plan to do to that person because you just want them to know the pieces that they need to know right now so they can go do the thing that you want them to do right now. Gotcha. But meanwhile, you've got a whole plan B in the back of your head. You can't do that in a partnership.
That's right.
It doesn't work because your energy, your intentions, they precede you. They always will. They always will. And that person, with respect to, maybe they do walk away from your interaction with them saying, okay, yeah, I'm going to go do this, and this, but something in their gut makes them feel that wasn't disingenuous. I didn't get the full story. I feel like I'm being distracted. I almost feel like I'm being used. So again, the keys in partnerships is super honesty. Don't be partners with your friends. Okay. Find people that possess qualities outside of yourself, and brutal honesty.